One of the newest companies in the city of St. Louis gave birth right here at the St. Louis Enterprise Center's Midtown Business Incubator. Dynalabs is the brainchild of Michael Pruitt and Russell Odegaard. It's a testing facility that analyzes prescriptions that are mixed or compounded by pharmacists in non-sterile environments. About 43,000 such prescriptions are made every day in the United States, and regulations are becoming stricter. But with Dynalab's unique testing process, prescriptions can be accurately tested and the results emailed to pharmacists within 24 hours.
We make sure that they're potent, sterile, and contaminant-free.
Even though Dynalabs is still in its infancy, owners are already taking what they have perfected in the lab and miniaturizing it into a handheld device. For instance, nurses will be able to use the device at a patient's bedside to ensure that the patient is given correct medicines and dosages.
The handheld device will be leased to customers. Then they will have to lease data packets that relate to the different compounds that they want to test. On a monthly basis, after those leases will be there. And then on a daily basis, they'll have to purchase a consumable slide that they'll use for testing.
Besides the idea for their company, owners say the single most important factor in launching their business was locating in the Enterprise Center. The center is a partnership between St. Louis Development Corporation, St. Louis County Economic Council, and St. Louis Small Business Development Partnership.
By moving in here, we got access to great mentorship. We got a facility at a very reasonable price. We got access to administration functions that we would have to hire people for. We got access to money that we never would have known about.
Because the city has helped them, owners say they plan to remain in St. Louis and contribute to the city's future growth and success.
We've started in our own humble way, but you ain't seen nothing yet.
You know the products, you know the ads, but do you know who created them? The answer is Rogers Townsend, the St. Louis-based advertising agency started by Tim Rogers and Tom Townsend. For 10 years, the agency has been delivering quality work to dozens of local and national clients. Next June, the agency will move into the historic Couple Station downtown. They will have a green office with the latest technology.
Great architecture right near the new ballpark, so very exciting, got a real vitality, and we feel like a very creative space. So it's the perfect marriage of the kind of space we were looking for with the location that we wanted.
Moving to a new building is not the only change for Rogers Townsend. Recently, Omnicom Group, a worldwide marketing and advertising conglomerate, bought the firm. However, Rogers Townsend will keep its name and management team, as well as its new office space.
This is a new major statement, really, I guess we'd argue, for the city of St. Louis as a place with a lot of future potential for this industry and the clients who are located here.
Agency officials say being located in the city spurs their staff's creativity and helps them attract experienced, creative employees. 1/3 of Rogers Townsend's 100-person staff was recruited from other cities.
When you bring them, especially down to the couples area, and you let them see what's going on in Washington and the loft lifestyle that's going on everywhere, it's much easier for us to compete with those markets these days than it ever was before.
Between being purchased by Omnicom Group and moving to a new location, Rogers Townsend is powered for the next decade and beyond.
We are very lucky to be making a move like this at this particular time in the history of St. Louis. The timing for us couldn't be better. We need to make a move at a time when there's so much going on in the city.
Not far from Roger Townsend's current location on the near south side is Andy's Seasoning. Last spring, the company, which produces fish and chicken breading, custom blended batters, and seasoned salt, doubled its space to 28,000 square feet. The company expanded its warehouse and built new administrative offices.
We can serve additional customers in a timely manner. We can ship and receive in a timely manner. We can organize the shipping itself and give us a bigger holding area for incoming ingredients and incoming packaging and so forth.
We were able to hire some additional people to help to make the company even more productive and to be more efficient.
When Andy's Seasoning started 25 years ago, no one believed the company would last. In fact, Owners say the city fathers at the time didn't even want to sell them land. But that's not the case today. Company president and CEO Catherine Anderson says the city was the main ingredient in helping Andy's Seasoning spice up its current location.
We got a 10-year tax abatement for one thing, and then they were able to assist in getting the cleanup and helping us to get the expansion going.
Andy's Seasoning can be found on store shelves locally and throughout the country. Although other states have tried to get the company to relocate, owners say they will keep cooking right here in St. Louis.
I think it's centrally located. We're in the Midwest, and we can ship things from different parts of the country. We have easy access to all of the major highways, and I think the Choteau area is a good area to do business.
Located in far south St. Louis in the Carondelet neighborhood is 100-year-old Rathbone Hardware Store.
And if you would sign that for me?
Sure. Vera Heberer's grandfather started the business, and it has been a family affair ever since. Today, Vera, her children, and her daughter-in-law run the store. Rathbone Hardware has not only remained in the same family for 4 generations, but also on the same block of South Broadway.
A lot of people have said, why don't you move out of this area? But it's location, it's the people, and it's St. Louis.
Vera attributes the company's longevity to its customer service.
And I also need an wire eyelet.
Okay.
And to the fact that Rathbone has items you won't necessarily find in a big box store, such as these old-fashioned pants creasers.
We still get calls every once in a while. The old timers will come in, especially some of the old timers have grandkids in the Army, and they want to have a real nice creaser where they have to sit and iron it.
Friday afternoon. Thank you.
Although business has been tough as nails the last several years, lately it's been looking up. Vera says the current renovations taking place in the city, along with new businesses moving in, are improving her bottom line.
Business, I would say, has been better than it has been in the past 10 years or so. It's looking up, and we're real pleased with it.
On the far north side of St. Louis City is a restaurant known for serving the best fried chicken in town. Romine's Restaurant and Bar has been a St. Louis tradition since 1931.
I've been coming here for 60 years.
The best chicken in St. Louis.
The recipe to Romine's success is its special chicken breading, which seals in the juices while keeping grease out. Romine's customers are considered the most loyal customers around. In fact, the owner doesn't even advertise, yet people still come from all over.
People that used to live in North County are coming from Chesterfield, O'Fallon, Wentzville, South County, Illinois, Collinsville, all over the place. We actually have a guy that flies in from New York twice a year that comes in here that used to live here.
Steve Schaefermeyer bought Romine's in 2002 from the Romine family. He had worked at the restaurant 40 years ago as a dishwasher and could taste a good investment. He was right. This year, sales are sizzling, and like other local business owners, Steve feels his business will grow along with the city.
I'm very optimistic about the future of the city of St. Louis. A lot of things have happened in Lafayette Square, Laclede Landing, the Arch, Soulard. All of those are thriving areas now that were once blighted. And now around the stadium, there's a tremendous amount of development going on. And I think as people see these developments being successful, it'll bring more development into the city of St. Louis because it is the land of opportunity right now.